Hi, hi. But I'm not eating. I am drinking coffee. Hi. So, most likely I'm not gonna be playing this build for very long because it is, well, let's just say terrible build. Not pleasant to play. What should I get? Oh, I was planning to get Mind Over Matter. Maybe later. How long have I been streaming today? Wait. Couple minutes. Yeah, I knew it will be terrible. I was hoping I would at least enjoy playing it, but it is not enjoyable. Uh, how long will I stream today? I don't know. Maybe all day. I think this counter is not really working. Oh, it is. Never mind. So, if I'm gonna stream longer, it's going to be another build. So, most likely I will play this build for maybe 2 more levels, maybe even 3, and then maybe get some clips for build video, and then play my Flicker Strike build. I sort of need more mana regen. Thanks, man. I also want to play many different builds. Oops. Yeah, it is funny. My most damage comes from damage over time, from ignites and from burning ground. Because scaling initial hit for flame dash totems is just not worth it. I also can use Searing Bond, but that feels like cheating. There is no way to bypass cooldown. You can only reduce it with helmet enchantment and this new belt. Thanks. I think this build is not even capable of doing yellow tier maps. Well, maybe, but would be very slow. And I thought I could play Searing Bond instead, just to level faster, but I don't know. I don't like it. Hello. And in the end, I decided not to use Elemental Equilibrium Ring. Because I just lose too many things. Ascendancy choice, I don't know, I probably picked the wrong one. I picked Chieftain because mainly because of this one. I thought that totems would taunt enemies and would help with clear speed, but this taunt is not very useful. I don't like long text. It is very difficult to play and read long text. So if you could shorten what you wanted to say, it would be better. Fire Trapper. Fire Trapper would have a lot better clear speed. Make most use of 40% more damage. Vortex size Nova. What do you mean? 40% more damage is always does not need any planning, you just get it. I don't understand your question. You just get that damage from Berserker. That's all. I don't get it. What does that mean? Oh, you mean that? Well, you could use spell totems with frost bolts, GMP, LMP, just to spread a lot of frost bolts, and then just cast yourself ice novas or vortex. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like I said, I would probably use spell totems and then just self-cast ice novas or frost bolts. I bet I'm gonna die. Flame dash totems are very bad against inside breaches. Yeah, I use Fire Ring because of a lot of burning damage. And I also use these boots. I had it from our build and it seems to work very well. Rip incoming. Yay, I survived. I'm not very interested in cold builds. I just cold doesn't work well for me. Flame dash cooldown is the same for totems. I just have 50% cooldown recovery speed, which is not the same as having 50% less cooldown. I also want to make a detonate that build, but I was thinking about miner. Still, most likely saboteur. This is like the slowest clear speed I ever did. What could be slower? Why I'm not triggering elemental equilibrium? Oh, I am. You know there is a trap cooldown gem, so you don't really need to be saboteur. You still get better cooldown with traps than with Desecrate Dead. DD mines would be slower than traps. Yeah, but it does not have cooldown. So you could spam it as much as you like. Double strike build without splash, yeah. Well, if you're a slayer, you don't need splash gem. Yes, belt gives me... I forgot to use it. Gives me that minion. I heard that targeting with casual channeling detonate dead is a bit bad. But I guess it could be done. Well, this taunt is actually a pretty good defensive mechanic. What do you mean these detonate dead self-cast does not work? You know that mines are pretty good now. It is not as bad as before 3.0. Many people playing all kind of different miners, so it shouldn't be too bad to do detonate dead as well. Well, until you try, you won't know. You can plan all day on paper, but once you try it, then you realize if you like it or not. Actually, I thought I'm never gonna like Flicker Strike, but I played all day yesterday and it was very good. So you can never know. Yeah, DD mines. I think it could be pretty good. Ha, conversion trap. I really wanted to make a build with conversion trap long ago. But it just does not scale with anything. You can have a lot of auras, but and I believe added damage, like added cold, added lighting, added tears damage could also work, but other than that, well, multi-strike maybe, but if it is ranged then it won't. If you are using lock steps, you should not have any desync. But lock steps actually can cause stuttering if you have slower internet connection or not very stable internet connection. So much junk to deposit. Stone Golem boss. Huh. Yes, I did try dominating blow build. I have a build video. At least my attempt. I was using dancing dervish and dominating blow. Well, conversion traps is good for one thing. When you meet some, especially good in maps with a lot of totems. So you drop conversion trap on totem and you gain its powers. Instead, like allies cannot die. So you basically become immortal unless enemies kill totem. So it is very risky. I like how these totems move on their own, like a real minion. Yep, I also tried Val Righteous Fire. Very long ago, way before Ignite nerfs. And even before I got a proper computer. And why should I play on hardcore? I do not enjoy losing my stuff before I finish the build. How would I be making build guide videos if I could not level my character, and I would just keep dying randomly? Some disconnect or game crash or just some silly mistake. Wait, this favor for... Oh, for Animate Guardian? I don't know if Animate Guardian is any good. Single Animate Guardian will not clear as good as other summons. Besides, if it dies, you lose all the items. I am using belt to reduce cooldown for my flame dash. Obliteration 1 occultist. I guess it could work. At least, yeah, clear speed should be better, but your damage still is mostly from fire. Spell Echo does not work with totems. Why am I doing this map? The layout is terrible.
No longer.
Consuming Dark, yeah, I tried them as well. But the poison was just not good enough. I do less poison damage, way less than ignites. You cannot use Consuming Dark and Obliteration, because it is Wand and Dagger. Wands can only be used with Wands or Shield. You cannot use melee and ranged weapon at the same time. Lightning Warp Mines. Oh, I did Stormcall traps, so maybe Lightning Warp totems would, Lightning Warp mines would also work. Wait, did I kill the boss? Don't tell me it's that way, damn it. Screw this map. Animate Guardian drops all items on death. No, only items that have crafted mod. At least last time I checked. $10,000 life is nothing. Especially for Animate Guardian. But I really never played Animate Guardian, so I can't really say anything about. Well, you cannot craft that mod on unique items. And we were talking about disfavor and other unique items, so good luck. This mission is so stupid. I can't find those other two corpses. Does Mind Flame Dash work? I don't think so. Traps should not work as well. I guess I can try. Damn it, stupid mission. I will not discuss about Animate Guardian because I really don't know much. For Flame Dash you need something to you. I don't know how to explain. Well, I will try. Tremor Rod, it is for traps. I mean for mines. How is the build going? Slow and not very fun. I guess it works. That's funny. Let's see. Because I thought it will be fun, but it's not very fun. At least theory crafting was fun. Of course, I will not be doing any damage now. It still consumes charges. And what about traps? Yeah, maybe I should have done Trapper or Miner. Well, Miner would not be very good because it has very low short range. And placing at your feet and then waiting for enemies or just running into a pack of enemies and placing and then triggering, nah, that doesn't sound right. Necro block? For what? I still would consume one charge to throw either many traps or many mines. I still do need charges. Just like for totems. I still use one charge, but each of them would have... Wait. Actually, uh, flame dash traps and mines would only trigger once. I mean, only flame dash once. So basically not very good. I don't know why. Why do you have spaces between your letters? Yeah, and how is Necro and Block gives me anything for this build? Thanks. Yeah, life on Block, but for what? What for? You mean for... It is confusing if we are talking about many builds. Are you talking about Animate Guardian? Just in general? Yeah, and I don't really like that Necromancer has the best block. Easiest to get maximum block. It just doesn't make sense for me. It's like giving a it's like giving an axe to Harry Potter. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense to me. Necromancer should not have best block. I know it is viable, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I was thinking about Flame Dash totems, I mean about Flame Dash builds long ago. And in a couple previous streams I mentioned it, and people seem to wanted to see it, and so that's why I'm doing it. I don't like any short duration buffs. So like you suggesting Necromancer for offerings, I really don't like it, because I either forget it or use it too often, and it becomes annoying. Why spaces are triggering you? For me it seems pretty good. It doesn't annoy me. It is easy to read. Hierophant Flame Dash totems. To have 5 or 4 Flame Dash totems. Yeah, it could work. I'm not really gaining anything from Chieftain. A bit damage, regen, immune to fire. Taunt is actually quite good. What spaces? These kind of spaces. Yeah, you think that flame dash traps are better, but remember they will traps and mines will only flame dash once, not 3 times. Yeah, but initial hit for flame dash totem is very bad. You will not be able to scale initial hit for flame dash that much. So even if you can have 6 totems, they would all do shit damage. And especially because of Hierophant. Because 7% less totem damage per totem. So the more totems you have, the less damage you would do. Wow, so many monsters in this room. Whoops. For this build, Orb of Storms is not very good for triggering elemental overload. I just don't have enough range. Well, I guess against bosses it is good enough. Well, because Scorching Ray is very powerful, not because of blocks. Well, yeah, blocks as well. It is so easy to do high block chance Necromancer, it seems like cheating. Doing all guardians with Necromancer Scorching Ray is not an achievement. It's like riding a bicycle with helping wheels. Nah, I'm not taking that much damage to trigger it as often. Maybe I don't need Mind over Matter. I guess I could get more life from here and be done with it. Yep. If you said you killed all guardians with elemental hit, then I would applaud you. But Scorching Ray and high block Necromancer is nothing. Don't need any skills to do that. Just stand and hit. I really want to do Magic Find build, but I have so many builds in line that I don't know. Yeah, I remember. How many more fusings have you used? Or did you sell it? Did you finally 6-link it? Oh my god! Nearly 3000 fusings! Jesus! Hey, by the way, maybe that armor is like item level 40 or something like that. No, wait. So you bought 6-link instead? 6-link? I mean linked. Already linked? Oh, 6-socket. And did you manage to link it? Damn, 3000 fusings. That is terrible. Usually if I don't link it in like 2 days, spending like 500 fuses, I just give up. Because it's not worth it. It either links very easily or just doesn't link at all. No. 6-link need item level 50. You can have more sockets, but for links you need the proper item level. Or am I wrong? Let me check. Why flame dash totems? I don't know, just for fun. Orb of regret. Yep. I am sort of regretting doing this build. But no, not really. Number of sockets needs to be item level 50 or and links also, I guess. Yep. Whoa, wasn't looking. Hall of Grandmaster has a Scorching Ray Exile, right? I mean player. It shouldn't be too hard to beat it. Whoa. I can't really say that I'm doing terrible damage. It does feel a bit weak, but not that bad. And using one Searing Bond, it is pretty good. Better than your average build. If I had a bit more life, I guess I could try higher tier maps. Whoop. Shit. No, 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 no! Not even close. Oh, it's a boss. Ouch. What are serious builds? Builds that meant to do guardians? Or some other endgame content? Copy from streamers? Well, not all streamers do serious builds. But it seems like most streamers play just for endgame content. Either to farm Uberizaro Adziri, Uber Adziri, Shapers, Guardians. Well, I'm not really a streamer. I haven't decided if I want to be like a real streamer and stream every day. I don't even have subscribe button on Twitch. I could get it. I keep getting notified that I should get it, but I don't know. It is just more papers to fill. Ouch. I'm actually a bit surprised that I can do as much as I can with this build. And this is level 19 frame dash. So with level 21 it should be even better. And with 6 link it would be even a lot better. Sunblast, lightning warp. Yeah, I did try something like that. But instead of lightning warp I did storm call. Yes, it is flame dash totems. I think that many people would like to see flame dash totems, so and I also wanted to try it out, so I am doing it. Not that many people would torture themselves by doing such builds. Well, let's try a bit stronger maps. Yeah, but what is the point of stacking strength and using that mace? It would only increase. Oh yeah, it would increase. Well, you can just use. No, I still think that Searing Touch is the best for this build. A lot of fire damage, a lot of burning damage, and +2 fire jumps. You know, this build only looks cool, but playing it is not very satisfying. And you kind of need a lot of investment into this shitty build. God damn it. Thanks. Yes, my mic was muted. You can use Dariana's Catalyst, but this still gives more damage than Dariana's Catalyst. When did I mute my microphone? Damn it. This counter is not accurate. Dorianis and Dune. Same. I mean, you cannot 6-link on Dorianis and Dune maces. Aberrat itself does not give a lot of damage. It is good for low level, but later on the damage from it is not very good. And the scaling is also not very great. I mean, for 200 strength you would only get 10 increased fire damage. That is like one node on the tree. That's nothing. It doesn't give much damage. I am using it for basically ignite proliferation, which helps a bit for this slow clearing speed. My 5-link spell totem, flame dash, burning damage, swift affliction, and chance to ignite. So burning damage increases my ignite damage and burning ground damage, which is over 10,000 now. And same goes for swift affliction. Chance to ignite increases all the damage, initial hit, burning damage, and ignite. For 6th link, I don't know what I would be using. Well, yeah. I guess you could also try using, I don't have it here, decay. I don't know if it is worth it or not. Maybe not. I don't like harbingers. Really annoying league. Yeah, you are counting only increased damage, but are you also counting +2 gem levels? It gives a lot of damage as well. And besides, you can have 6 link it. Thanks, Scott. What? Why is he so fast? And why am I walking on traps? Usually this boss is piece of cake. Wait, this is the new one? Cheap. Strange. Metal was using this item, but its price is still very low. What? Cloak doesn't give me +1. It never give. Maybe I should try 6 link my Searing Touch, but it feels like a waste. I'm not gonna be playing this build for long. Maybe a couple more levels. Actually, I would like to do Uber Lab and get either this one or this one. Because, well, no, not this one. I guess this one would increase my survivability. But I'm very terrible with Uber traps. Yeah, you can get +1 Infernal Mantle if you want to spend a shitload of money for such shitty build. You can always invest thousands of exalts to make your build better. So your suggestion for me to throw away my currency just for this is not very logical. And why would I be stacking strength? Infernal Mantle. Crematorium is bad. Oh well. I thought you were talking about Cloak of Flames. But wait, Infernal Mantle has some drawback. I can't remember what. Was it more damage taken if you are low on mana or life? Dual wield Dunes? That doesn't... Oh, dual Endor Yanis. Do plan it on path of building. I am not convinced that it is a better way to do it. I would get more life from stacking strength. Yeah. I am worried more about my damage because I can just run around and avoid some hits. That does sound dangerous. Especially if mind over matter. You start taking damage and your mana will always drop to low mana. Why is this one so cheap? Let's see. Yeah, I sometimes use mana potion because, as you can see, 3 totems and I have no mana. Yeah, I would not be face tanking everything, but I don't know, I have different opinion about that. I can't really say that I disagree with you, but I cannot also agree with you. Maybe just not for my taste. Oh, that's right, I was going to do master missions. Bats. Why I'm not doing Leo? I don't like it. Besides, I don't really have anything that I need to craft for Leo. No, my mic is not muted. It is not. Master missions are so boring. I'm not even sure why am I doing them. Hello. I am still sort of sleepy. Cast and damage taken arc increase critical strikes. You know that arcs only hit once. I mean, rolls critical strike only once, even if it chains many times. But Orb of Storms keeps hitting. And besides, I don't want to be taking damage just to trigger elemental overload. And also my totems taunt, so they protect me. So I would not benefit from cast when damage taken arc that much. While Immortal Call, I was thinking something, but it doesn't protect your life. I mean, it prevents you from dying, but not your life can still drop to 1. And if it expires and you don't notice in time, you can die from even tiny hits. Besides, you could not use it against Izara. No way to get charges. Oh, this is going to be so boring. Wait, I don't have any cast and damage taken set up. I thought I have. I thought I have cast and damage taken with Immortal Call. Yes, I don't. Ice Spear doesn't... for Ice Spear I would also need GMP. And I would have to target enemies from far away, because Ice Spear only gets crit chance on second stage. So if enemies is very close, you won't get that crit chance. I'm not gonna be using cast and damage taken for elemental overload.
No longer.
It is automated, but it is not reliable. Don't you get it? You need to get to be damaged to trigger it. And if you are not damaged, then you don't get damage. I mean, you're not supposed to take damage at all with totem builds. So you try to avoid getting hit. And you cannot reliably trigger it against bosses. So if you think it is a good idea, go ahead and use it. I'm not gonna be using that. Well, this could be Rippy. Yes, but to trigger elemental overload from Stormcall, you can just drop it on boss and run away. You don't need to stand it close to you. And you drop it once, and I don't want to argue about this anymore. If you think it is better, then use it. I don't think it is better. I like Orb of Storms. Shit! I blame you. Yep, this is very rippy. I didn't say that I don't like Orb of Storms. Oops. Don't need that. Of course I don't take any damage. I'm so pro. My life never drops. I did try while lighting, warp totems, lighting warp totems, long ago. It was terrible. I did use curse on hit with ball lightning before, but it feels faster when you don't need to cast too many things. Yeah, I just don't like clicking too many buttons. So imagine one button is for flame dash, then searing bond, then to trigger elemental overload something, and then for curse. 4 buttons just to make the build work. Nope, don't like that. This is not as bad as you might think. What is hitting me? Stupid Exile. Yeah, like I said, I was using ball lighting with course on hit, flammability, and GMP. But I mean, it feels a bit strange when I have only a bit of mana reserved and I'm not Mind Over Matter. I may do it again. Take Mind Over Matter and instead of Blasphemy just use Curse on Hit, which was great inside my boots because I could just run over enemies and curse them because of aberrant hooves. Cyclone? For what? Well, Arcane Surge does not benefit this build very much. Arcane Surge gives spell damage and cast speed, and I don't need spell damage. Spell damage does not benefit me that much, because Flame Dash Burning Ground is not affected by spell damage. And cast speed is also not very needed, because totems still have only 3 charges. I'm not using mana at all. Are you kidding me? 3 totems and I almost have no mana left. Yeah, initially I was planning to get Mind Over Matter. Especially if I would get 6 Link. Then I would definitely need more mana. Imagine if someone played Flame Dash until level 100. That would be a big achievement. Yeah, I need to save 4 points before going Mind Over Matter. So basically at level 80. I am using burning damage support, what are you talking about? Maybe I should add build info text on the screen. Shit. Damn it, I can't reach it. Never lucky. Okay. There. One, two, three, four. Elemental Equilibrium and Master of Discord. No. Wait, Master of Discord. Which one was that? Mastermind. Wait, not this. Nope. Nope, would not benefit. Besides, Elemental Equilibrium would be very bad for this one, because Flame Dash totems hit with fire damage. So enemies would gain fire resistance. And you would end up doing less damage. Well, wait. Just do this. Enter my account name. Search for... Where is it? And import everything. Actually, I guess I could do this. And drop a link in the chat. Wait, no, it's not. It's not the same. Wait, ignore that link. Convert fire damage into other damage. You mean chaos damage? That's the only... Fire damage can only be converted into chaos damage. There aren't other uniques to do that. Yeah, you can. Nope, you can't. Even if you use Orb of Storm to trigger Elemental Equilibrium, your Flame Dash totems would still hit with fire damage. First hit would get more damage, but after that enemies would gain fire resistance and your Burning Ground and Ignite would do less damage. Whatever. You do not penetrate resistances with damage over time. And the most damage I am getting from damage over time. Burning Ground on about 10,000 DPS, Ignites over 3,000 DPS, and initial hit only 4,000 DPS. Yeah. Elemental Equilibrium is bad for this. If you are using damage over time spells that do not hit, like Searing Bond, then Elemental Equilibrium is very good. Yes, Orb of Storm keep lowering their resistances, but you cannot synchronize it. You need perfect synchronization. You need Elemental Equilibrium hit, then Flame Dash hit, and then immediately Elemental Orb of Storms, I mean, and then immediately Orb of Storms hit again. You cannot synchronize it. No, Burning Flame Dash is not based on hit. Burning Ground is not based on hit. Ignite. Ignite is also not based on hit. It has separate. Well, it is. It's complicated. It used to be before 3.0. Well, ignites are still kind of based on your hit, but not the same as before. They have separate calculation. So, for example, if you have some spell with, let's say, chaining support gem lowers your hit damage, but does not lower your ignites damage. If you add elemental damage onto your flame dash, you would still hit with fire. Don't you get it? Fire damage increases monster fire resistance if you use elemental equilibrium. And if you add another elemental damage, you also increase trigger that element as well. And if your spell hits with all elemental damage, then you basically are stupid. You will not use elemental equilibrium with flame dash build. No chance. You can imagine in perfect situation using like Orb of Storms or Ball Lightning, but in reality it won't help you. It will just mess up your build. You only use elemental equilibrium for damage over time builds. Or very perfectly synchronized builds. No, I'm not from Russia. I am from Lithuania. And I never left my country. Yep, minions do not proc elemental equilibrium unless you are using Ziggy rings. You can use that, I have that ring in my stash I was testing, and you can socket your golem to trigger elemental equilibrium. Yep. People keep saying that my accent is strange. I mean, British people also have strange accent, but most people are already used to British people. You can't really understand British people, but still. What? You don't need to alternate anything for your Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray does not hit, it does damage over time. You can drop any other spell called the Lighting and use Scorching Ray without any problems. But you cannot do that with Flame Dash, because Flame Dash does hit and trigger Elemental Equilibrium. I already did that, and it on paper you would think that it would work, but Ball Lighting hits multiple times and Frostbolt only hits once on each enemy. Unless you only want Scorching Ray damage. But in that case you can just drop Orb of Storms with added cold damage. But you... damn it. I am from Lithuania. Yep, I tried using that ring, but not Lithuania. I tried using that ring, but I decided that I will not use it, because I just lose too many other stats. Temper Shield. Yeah, if you have a high block chance and want to tank stuff, anything that is based on triggering is not reliable against bosses. The most damage from this comes from Searing Bond, so it's not entirely Flame Dash build. My country name? Type it? Okay. Wait, am I not using... Oh, that's right, for 6th link I was planning to use Efficacy. efficacy, whatever it's called. But all the other gems give a bigger multiplier than this one. Yeah, I know that Russian pronunciation is very similar. That's why people always confuse me for being Russian. In my language? Okay. Maybe I should take a break and get something to eat. Yeah, I should do that. Deadly ailments? That is only for ailments. And my ignites are not as good as burning ground. My ignite's only about 3000, but burning ground is over 10,000. Anyway, so I am going to take a short break. Probably 5 minutes or so, maybe a bit more. So how is it spelled? Pancakes? Pancakes, right? Yeah, I won't stop the stream. Maybe I'll just change this music. No, burning ground is not ailment. It is secondary effect. Secondary effect similar to righteous fire, or scorching ray, or searing bond. No, not searing bond. Enemy, be right back. Well, I'm back. I really want to try and 6-link my searing touch. But after this build, I'm not gonna be playing any other fire builds. Whoop. Without searing, without searing bond, the clear speed is just terrible. Maybe I will play one more level after this with this build, and I don't know, I guess I'll just after that I'll get some clips for build video. Actually I need 4 skill points if I want to get mind over matter. Or maybe I should get second chorus. It's not that far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Well, for level 90 I could get mind over matter and second chorus. And then just use Orb of Storms to apply 2 courses. That would definitely increase my damage, but I'm not gonna be playing to level 90 with Flame Dash. Whoops. Wow, the clear speed, it's amazing. If I was just using Flame Dash, the clear speed is just terrible. With Elemental Equilibrium, 4.6 initial hit, almost 15,000 burning ground, and ignites 4.5 thousand. I don't like to party. Not in game, not in real life. Ooh, divine. Oh, it's Tara. Wait. Almost good. House and rarity sells for alch shards. That's why I'm leaving them. Meme totems. Yeah. No, that's not what I want. Maybe I should keep these. If only it had more energy shield. Nah. Or maybe I should just get more damage from here. Also 5 points. Go out on my gems. What does this quality give? Damage over time? Yeah. Burning damage? Yeah, I would get quite a lot of damage. Like what? Huh. But if I was going to buy level 19 or with quality, it would just be too expensive for the build that I'm not gonna be playing anymore. Is that right? Or is that your guess? I don't want to buy quality gems, not only because it would be a bit expensive for this build, but I think that 5 link and non-quality should be viable build. If you need 2 quality gems and to have 6 link just for your build to work, then that build is a failure. Yeah, I should have started with quality gems, but I really wasn't sure if it would even work. One hairs? No, we are not. For some gems, quality is cheap. Or I could... 10, 30, 50... Actually, maybe I should get these. Because burning damage is more important for me than fire damage and penetration. 36, 61? Yep. 61 fire damage. 20, 40, 70. Chance to ignite 91. And I would have 100% chance to ignite, which is not really needed, but I could replace my armor. I should replace it anyway. Actually, yeah, that looks better. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, I don't really need this one. I could just use some falling armor. I don't have any good armor. And I need cold and lightning resistance. Ah. Yeah, I think I'll go get these. Why am I using this one? Maybe I should drop these two, and just start getting these for immediate damage. Actually, I had pretty good jewels somewhere. Damage and elemental resistance. I thought I had damage and fire damage. Maybe I sold it? No, this is not Righteous Fire build. Righteous Fire build, oh yeah, I am planning, but I need, what do I need? I think I need a lot of energy shield items, but later on. For now I'm doing this and then Flicker Strike. What about Grand Spectrum Jewels? Which was it? Yep, low life RF, but not for RF damage, but mostly for scaling Stormburst. It's just some. Actually, I could buy this. How much do I have? Oh, plenty. Sure, it is not online. Well, maybe 15 hairs. No, it's not damage all time. My Flicker Strike is probably very basic. Aura Sword. But I am also trying something different with that. But most likely it's going to be very usual. Auros, fire scaling, Flicker Strike. Shit. Is anyone selling Grand Spectrum jewels? I would buy 2 of them. Maybe even 3. Nope, 2. Yeah. Oh. So, which was it? Shit. I don't. Now I don't know which one was it. Was it 15 or 18 hairs? Let's assume it was 18. What? I don't get it. Right, one more. One more. I hate reading. 20 hairs is way too much, but there are no other trades like that. Couple below 20 hairs, but they do not respond. I'm not gonna pay more than 20 hairs. Fuck. Damn it, I don't remember. Okay, last one. Come on. Anyone selling Grand Spectrum jewel for 20 hairs? Let's see, 10.5, 10.7. What? Such a small increase. I guess I need second one as well. Oh, totem damage. Yeah, I guess I can use live mode. Live search, I mean. Well, I guess I'll wait. Should I get another socket and get 3 Grand Spectrum jewels, or just go get some damage from here? I mean, they are a bit expensive. Nah. And one is like nothing. With 2 I would have petty hairs. Nope. Not paying that much. Cheaper. grabbing passive notes is cost nothing except skill points. But I mean in currency. Paying 60 hairs for 3 Grand Spectrum jewels for a build like this is kind of, I don't know, a bit overkill. Oh, never mind, I'll go level up. Yeah, I guess I could use them for other builds. Yeah, I guess you are right. I could even try use it on my Flicker Strike build. I don't really have any more HP. Let's try. What? Oh, you mean that? It is a bit too far away. I am already level 77. Instead of going here and taking these life nodes, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he agreed. I was planning to take mind over matter, so that would increase my survivability. Come on! Why did you invite me if you did not agree? No, I'm not gonna be using blasphemy. I would use curse on hit. Fuck off. Some idiot invites into party and does not agree to trade. How annoying. I hate trading. It's like worst part of the game. The most annoying. With mind over matter, I would only be reserving less than 300 mana, and I would have. Wait, do I have any mana notes? I don't have any mana notes. Only from here. Well, I would still have around 800 unreserved mana. I'm not talking only about mind over matter passive. There are other 3 mana nodes behind it, and one gives plus 100 mana and a lot of increased mana. This one, ton of mana. How is going against bosses? It's not that terrible, but my searing bond is probably the main damage source. 19,000 damage over time from searing bond, and about the same from flame dash totems. Why not Elementalist? Yeah, that probably could work better. Proliferation is not a problem. You cannot proliferate those burning grounds. You can only proliferate ignite, and my ignite is around 3000 damage, which is not very high. My main damage comes from this burning ground. And I do have boosts that proliferate ignites. Thanks. I can imagine that watching this build is not very fun. I mean, I'm not having much fun playing it, so watching it must be even worse. So yeah, this is the last level I'm playing this build. Right, I should get some clips for my build video. Search and destroy bots. They do look funny. Maybe with 3 Grand Spectrum jewels the damage would be pretty good. Maybe even with 2, if I could get the second one. What? A meme to start over? I mean, this taunt from Chieftain is kind of good. Even if it is only 20% chance to taunt on hit. But still, it works pretty well. Nope, no Uber yet. I don't know, maybe I will try do Uber after this level. But I mean, I can't imagine doing Uber Lab on myself, on my own. Meme build to start? I don't know. I don't know what is considered a meme build. For me, all builds are playable and not meme builds. Well, maybe meme build would be a conversion trap, especially in your party. So it would be, well, more like troll build. 1 second. I don't know if I have enough DPS to do Uber. I think I do have enough. I could 5-link my Searing Bond and it would do about 26,000 damage per second. Ref Totem is not a meme build, if you are implying that. Besides, a Ref Totem for Chieftain is actually pretty good, because Chieftain totems are immune to fire damage. So, yeah. Good day to you too. Yeah, that casting time before activation is kind of annoying for RF totems. But I mean, most totems have that problem. First you summon totem, then wait for it to start doing damage. Oh, one monster remaining. I don't know about Shaper, but I know that RF totems are pretty good against Aziri. Yeah, totems got their life nerfed. So I'm not sure how people are still managing to do builds with them. Cleaning a keyboard. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do it right now. I need proper colors. One green, one red, and the rest blue. Like that. And I need this one. I guess I'll have to level it up. Wait, so 4 RF totems do not stack their damage? Only one RF totem can do damage? Really? So what would happen if 2 RF players try and do damage on boss? I know that Searing Bond damage does not stack, I mean from multiple totems. That can't be right. Only one RF totem does damage? That's strange. I remember doing 4 RF totem builds before 3.0, but I think the damage stacked. Are you sure it doesn't stack, or are you using Hierophant? Because Hierophant gets less damage per totem. I don't believe that. Let me see. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything saying that. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, spell totems can also link with Swift, Affliction, and Efficacy, which you normally don't get. Yeah, but if you are testing with Hierophant, remember that the Hierophant gets damage penalty per each totem. 7% less totem damage per totem. So if you have 4 totems, so your overall damage would increase, but it would not feel that ignites do not stack, but burn damage should. Yeah, I guess you're right. You can throw multiple fire traps, but only one fire trap leaves burning ground, and only one of them will do damage. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Same goes for Flame Dash burning ground. Yep, Control Destruction does not work for... Wait, it does work for Searing Bond. Wait. Damn it. Right. It does not work. I don't know why I did this. No wonder I wasn't getting as much damage as I did before. Yep, Searing Bond. It is strange. Some spells, some newer spells are affected by spell damage. Alright, I need burning, so I need 2 reds. Damn it. Immolate does not work for Searing Bond. Yeah, I should use burning damage. I think I have in my stash. Damn it. Are there any green gems that I could use besides Swift, Affliction for Searing Bond? It's not an ailment. Oh, here it is. Oh, never mind. No, I cannot use Chance Ignite for Searing Bond. Nope, does not work. Now I need 2 red. And 1 green. Oh, but didn't take that long. So yeah, Searing Bond 36,000. But at this point it no longer becomes Flame Dash build, but more like Searing Bond build. I could get even more Searing Bond damage. Like over 46,000, maybe even 50,000. I could just let's see. Yep, 53,000 with Searing Bond. But I mean, that's not Flame Dash build. Oh, quickly, quickly. Low. Yes. Nah, Realm Ender would not. Wait, wasn't it +2? Oh yeah, it is +3, but other than that, it only gives up to 50% elemental damage, which, well, I guess for Flame Dash these would also help a bit, but my Flame Dash mostly does damage from Burning Ground and some ignites. Let's see, the damage 10.7, 11, and ignites 3.5. What made me make Flame Dash build? I just wanted to see how far can I get with Flame Dash. Maybe I should buy another. Damn it. Another Grand Spectrum Jewel. Nah, I probably won't be able to do tier 8. This one is definitely not selling, yep. Well, it is totem build, so... Oh! It does work with traps and mines, but traps and mines will only flame dash once. So... no, I'm not... Elemental Focus, I'm not using Elemental Focus for Flame Dash. But I am using for Searing Bond. Of course I don't have Elemental Equilibrium. And I do have Elemental Overload. Stop talking nonsense. I want to get this faster, so maybe I should drop something. Can I get... oh, I can. Good. 11.8. No, you didn't get it. If you throw a trap with Flame Dash, you would still consume one charge to throw multiple traps, but each trap would only charge once, because after trap is triggered, it gets destroyed, and destroyed traps cannot trigger. Cannot charge multiple times. Same goes for mines. They do get destroyed upon trigger. So nothing else is left to cast more Flame Dash. Yeah, you can do with cluster of traps, but I mean, what's the point? Flame Dash initial hits are like very terrible. I mean, look at my initial hit. Well, of course I'm not scaling for initial hit, but mostly for damage over time, but still. Maybe you can get to 8000 DPS for Flame Dash, which is nothing. The biggest damage comes from burning ground and some ignites. So at the moment, let's see, with elemental equilibrium, with elemental overload, 16.5 thousand ground, 20, so about 25,000 DPS at the moment. With 6 link and quality gems, it would easily go over 30,000. Damn, I need more mana. What? Why do I have faster projectiles? What have I done? God damn it, I hate harbingers. They are just annoying. Why do I have faster projectiles? Oh, it's in here, never mind. Yeah, but if your all traps trigger Flame Dash at once, I mean Flame Dash initial hit damage is low. Even if all triggers, your damage will be low. And burning ground does not stack. Maybe I shouldn't be using Searing Bond. It feels like cheating. Yeah, I don't like Harbingers at all. This league is really terrible. I haven't even tried unique beachhead maps. On December we are getting another expansion. So I assume the league will also be kind of bad. But let's just hope that expansion on December brings something interesting. Ouch, ouch. Nope. Without Searing Bond, it just feels terrible. And with Searing Bond, it feels like cheating. So this is final level. After that, I am quitting this build. Damn it! I guess I should start taking clips for my build video. Yeah, you can kill bosses, but mostly because of Searing Bond. I think not many people want to torture themselves by playing Flame Dash totems. Yeah, I did many weak builds like that. Some were even weaker. So I'm used to it. Yep, flammability plus blasphemy. I sort of want to see how far can I get this with this, but also it is kind of painful to play it. And I do feel like cheating, but each time I use Searing Bond. Great, another Zana. Find map. Good mechanics equal cheating. Well, when your main build idea is to use flame dash totems, but the thing that kills the best is Searing Bond for your build, then it does feel like cheating. Yeah, I am used to torturing myself. No! Damn it. I assume that most people are interested in doing endgame content. So it is normal that we are doing strong builds. But I don't really like farming one boss or doing just, I don't know, guardians or whatever. I just get bored so easily. So instead I focus just on doing some random builds. You know what, I'll try and not use Searing Bond this time and see how it goes without Searing Bond. Yeah, I do like farming higher tier maps a bit more because you can get certain better drops, and rare items can also roll better mods, so it is more interesting to loot. But I mean, farming is still the same. You still do the same thing. Oops, okay, let's see how can I do boss without Searing Bond. Well, it is dying slowly, but dying. And totems down, so we should be doing reflect damage to all surrounding, I believe. Yay! Yes, Searing Bond does damage over time, only, without hit. What? Farmed 1 hour just to get 20 hairs? No chance. I would... that... yeah. The biggest torture for me would be to farm one thing over and over again. Like doing Uber laps. Well, maybe Uber laps wouldn't be that boring. No. Yeah. But if I get dual course, I can just use elemental weakness and flammability. I don't really need that Witchfire brew. Yeah, I saw people doing Uber Lab in like 3.5 minutes with 500 or 600 movement speed. But I'm not interested in that kind of farming. I mean, if your work would be to farm for currency, then I guess yeah, but I'm not a competitive person, so I don't care about competing for Uber Lab ladder. This is painful. Well, you still need to either to get from passive another course or from items, but I don't want to sacrifice my boots, and I can't really lose any resistances from rings. Yeah, Doriana's Fist is well, I wouldn't say that it is very fun, but it is viable. So after I finish level up, I will probably end stream. What time is it? Oh, yeah, end stream, take a break, and maybe stream later this evening. My defensive setup? None. Life and Well, actually, some. Life, this mitigates physical into fire, and also my totems can taunt because of this one. But other than that, nothing. Just skills. Dodging skills. How much is 5 links searing touch? Over 20 years. I don't like having this pet. I keep mixing it with real Harbinger. Well, I guess it won't be a long video. But I will need to cover a few mechanics. I don't like making long videos. It just takes too long to render. Yeah, it's quiet. Well, a couple more maps. Come on, stupid ghost. Thanks, man. Oops. Yeah, searing burn does most of the job. Oh, that's not good. I guess I should do a couple more maps only with Flame Dash. Just for a video. Was this expensive? Nope, it wasn't. What build could use this one? I mean, what cold spell could benefit from concentrated ground? I mean, conk effect, but vortex, ice nova. Well, maybe for bosses. Nah. Let's see. Huh. Yeah. I should have no casting with oh. How much is, by the way, Tempest Binding now? I remember buying it for 99 years last week or like 2 weeks ago. $60 now? The price keeps dropping and dropping. I thought Q-Dog was doing auto bomber build, so I would assume the price would just increase. Death Oath, yeah, I did calculation and the best damage I got from Death Oath was about 14,000 DPS. So that's less than 20,000 DPS, which is very bad. And that is with everything. With conk effect, with shocks, with 20 wither stacks. Does this work with Righteous Fire? No, it doesn't, because Righteous Fire would need duration tag. So normally this would not work with Righteous Fire. Swift Affliction, unless you are doing with spell totems. What? Golem Jewel? What about Golem Jewel? No, you cannot add Death. Let me show you. Death Oath does not hit, so you cannot add damage to Death Oath. It is considered like house damage over time, like aura. So you cannot give flat lightning or cold damage to it. You can only scale with support gems like Two Chaos? What? I don't have Blink Arrow for 2 Chaos. Do I? God damn it. Oh, I do. Well, that is strange. It was supposed to be 1 hairs. Yeah, do calculation. I already did calculation in path of building for Death Oath, and the max I could get was 18 hairs. I mean 18,000. What are you talking about? Primordial Might? What? What about it? So what? You can get increased damage. You can get increased damage from many other sources. You don't need to mess around with golems just to increase your... Besides, it does not stack. Well, it increases damage, so what? You know, you can... For Death Oath, you can use... For Death Oath, you can use... what was that maze called? Breath of the Council. Which increases Chaos damage. Which would increase Death Oath damage. So dual wielding these with 20 Wither stacks. Belt of the Deceiver, Occultist class, Shocks, and all other support gems, you can only get up to like 18,000. Do the math. Unless you can get something like 50,000, I would not even consider doing Death Oath build. Besides, each time you kill enemy, it stacks the damage on you from Death Oath, so you can very quickly kill yourself. I am not worried. I'm just saying that even if you missed 1 or 2 things, you won't be able to scale the damage to the proper amount. It would be interesting to do, but I mean, for clear speed and for boss killing, it will be terrible. No matter what. Yeah, you can do house inoculation without armor that gives energy shield. See how far you can get it. You will end up having like, I don't know, 6,000 energy shield. So only flame dash totems this time. Nope. Oh, Okay. So slow. Right. Yeah, damage is bad. With 6 link, level 21 flame dash and all quality gems and better items like opal rings, I don't know, some other stuff, you could get it to maybe 50,000 DPS. Hi, well, I am not from Russia. But close, I guess. Oh, 77. I want to finish leveling as soon as possible and just take a break. You will not get 50,000 with Death Oath. Unless you find some miracle item that increases its damage, like, I don't know, like insanely. The base damage is 450. There isn't much to scale it. I would love to see Death O build, but I already know results. I mean, I guess it could be better than this one. Especially if you also use some hair skill for killing bosses. I don't know. But any hair spell would do a lot better than just Death Oath itself. Wow, this is so painful. Without Searing Bond. So yeah, at the moment with Elemental Overload I can reach around 28,000 DPS with just Flame Dash. But I mean, the clear speed is just terrible. And also it is hard to count the damage from Reflect done by totems because of this. Finally. Well, this is the end. I'll just finish clearing the map and end stream. Well, that's it. I'm ending stream. I hope I can stream later this evening, but I can't promise. Maybe instead I'll do a video for Flame Dash Totems and stream hopefully tomorrow. So that's all. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.